again, welcome in everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time to join this webinar. I know that you guys all have very busy work schedules, and I just appreciate you taking that time to spend it with me. All right, so today we're talking about property tax payments. Let me get it pulled up where you can see me and the presentation. Again, for those that are just now joining, there is a chat box on the bottom right-hand corner if you want to use that to ask questions. There's also a question and answer tab 2 buttons over. Feel free to ask questions at any time. I won't be answering any questions until I get to the question and answer section until closer to the end. If you want to make your screen full screen, for me, it's at the bottom middle of my screen. There's something that shows like 4 corners. If you click on that, it'll make it full screen. It might make the presentation a little bit easier to see. So again, thank you guys for joining. Today, we're talking about streamlining property tax payments with HeyGov. My name's Megan Myrick. I'm a HeyGov specialist. I know everything about HeyGov as much as I can anyways, and I'm part of our digital transformation team. So I help you bring all of your services online. And if you're not familiar with HeyGov, you might be asking, what is HeyGov? So HeyGov is a municipal payment solution that streamlines your services, and it's tailored specifically for local government. So everything we've built has been built specifically for municipalities. We have 5 different apps that help digitize your municipality. We're headquartered in Door County, Wisconsin, and we have over 250 customers in 28 different states. So what can HeyGov do for you? We have, like I mentioned, 5 different apps. Today we will be focusing on HeyGov Pay, which is for online and in-person payments, but we also have our Hey Licensing app that helps with online licensing and permitting. It has built-in workflows and online payments as well. We have Hey Reserve, which is kind of like Airbnb for municipalities. You can rent out all your venues online. We have Hey 3-in-1, our citizen reporting app where residents can report any issues, ask questions, and it has 2-way communication built in, so you can actually respond to them as well. And we have our newest app, Clerk Minutes, which allows you to AI generate meeting minutes just using your agenda and an audio or video recording of your meeting. But again, today we're going to focus on HeyGov Pay. So what sets HeyGov apart? We have all of our payments in one place. I have a little ghost in my computer, I think. Let me see if I can. All right, so with HeyGov, you get all your payments in one place. So we do have a mobile app, and residents can also pay through their desktop. But we kind of condense everything into one app, so they're not having to go to different places to make different payments. So you can see at the top, they have a place to find their utility and tax payment accounts. And below that, it has every payment that your municipality offers online. So it could be dog license payments and even the form. It could be boat launch payments, just anything that you want to bring online payment-wise, it can be all in one place. We also consistently update our mobile app so that it's at peak performance and we're not having all those weird little bugs. We have many different training options and guaranteed same-day support during business hours. We also have emergency support available 24/7. So how can HeyGov help with your property tax payments? So a couple of different ways. We have, again, an online and in-app payment portal. We're available on the iOS and Android app stores. So all your residents will have access to the app, but also they can just use the app on their desktop, just on a website. We also have in-person credit card readers. I actually have one here. If you'd like to see it, it has tap to pay, card swipe, and the chip reader for in-person payments. You can have remote QR code payments, and we also have the ability to log cash and check payments. And we connect to your accounting and property tax billing software to make everything really easy. So with HeyGov, you can actually add QR code payments to your property tax bills or any other bills you send out for easy payments. A lot of people just like to add these on there, tell the residents to scan it, and it takes them exactly to where they need to pay. Residents on HeyGov can make property tax payments via ACH or credit and debit card. So here is an example of the ACH, and then if we go forward, it's the credit card. And I kind of zoomed in a little bit so it's a little bit easier to see. But here's the differences in the fees. So with ACH, it has a 0.8% transaction fee with a $5 max. So we can see on this big, almost $3,000 payment, it's capped it at $5, compared to the online credit and debit card payments where the payment fee is 2.9% plus 30 cents, which for things like property tax payments can get a little bit crazy, like with the $88.75 payment fee, which people will pay them. But it's kind of nice to have the option of ACH for a lower payment fee. You can also, as I mentioned earlier, record cash and check payments in HeyGov to keep everything in one place. So here we can see you can log some information like who's paying, what the payment's for, the amount, whether it's cash or check. And for check, you can type in the check number if you need to. Cash, if you want to put what kind of bills they were paying with. This just keeps it easy, like everything in one place. You can view all the payment information, and you can also log this with different billing accounts if you need to. We also have the ability for you to take in-office payments with a card reader. This can connect, again, directly to the billing account. So if it's like tax billing or utility billing, you can take a card payment there, or just for general payments for anything. And we do have a special through the end of the year I just thought I would mention, where if anybody who signs a contract through the end of the year receives one free credit card reader. So that's nice to have if you don't already have a credit card reader in office, or you're considering getting HeyGov. It's just a nice added benefit. It connects directly to the app through Wi-Fi, so any computer that's connected to the same Wi-Fi can use the credit card reader. We also have a new secure in-app wallet that allows residents to save payment methods for future use. So we can see here that they have 2 bank accounts saved, but they can also save card payments as well, so that they're not having to type in that information for utility bills every month, but for tax payments anywhere from 1 to 4 times a year, depending on where you live. But yeah, it makes it really easy. They don't have to continually type in that information. It's just saved in their HeyGov wallet. So I'm very excited about this feature. It's brand new, and it's just a very nice to have feature. We also have a robust and easy to use backend for admins, which I'm going to briefly go over. You can do a lot of things, especially just within the HeyGov Pay portion. Here we can see it shows an overview of your account balance, the different departments, and each department has a different account activity page. So it breaks all those payments down separately. This is also where you access things like billing accounts, export the payments out for your accounting software, take payments with a card reader, log the cash and check payments. There's a lot of information just in this payment admin section. So again, this is where, so within the HeyGov Pay admin page, you can access the billing accounts, and it has a lot of detailed information. You can search for accounts by account name or number, search by address, or even by zip code. It'll show you how many people have paid their bills in HeyGov, how many people have HeyGov linked accounts, and you can click on each account number to view further information about that account. So like a breakdown of all their bills, past bill history that they've paid, and things like that. So in the HeyGov Pay Admin Control Center, you can also view and print receipts. Residents also have access to view and print any receipt of online payments they've made as well. They don't have to come to you to print the receipts. They'll get one in their email, and they can download it and print it as well. And reconciliation's really easy with HeyGov. We have a deposits tab that shows all of your payouts, so all the payouts from HeyGov to your bank account. We have a customizable deposit schedule, so it can be every 24 hours. It could be manual, like you go and manually do the payouts. It could be once a month, whatever works best for you and your municipality. And within those payouts, you can view all of the details for each individual payout. And you can even export it if you need to. So this helps a lot with reconciliation. It's going to show you a description of what each payment was for, who paid, the date they paid, and the amount. And it'll also like clarify if something was a refund. All right, and we'll also integrate with your accounting software. So when you need to export all this information out, it's really easy to do. You're able to, like I said, just click. If you don't see your accounting software here, we'll do file swap integrations with any accounting software. So you just click on it. Once we have it built, click export, and then you import that into your accounting software. So how do you get your property tax bills into HeyGov? It's a really easy process, so I'm just going to go over it very quickly. First, we'll build a file swap integration with your municipality's property tax billing software. And then from there, and that just takes a matter of days. And then from there, you're going to click on billing accounts on the HeyGov Pay admin page. So right there in the red. And then you'll click on import bills. So I have a big red arrow to it. It's on the top right-hand corner of the screen. Then you'll choose your property tax billing software. And again, we'll build file swap integrations for any property tax billing software. And upload and export of those tax accounts and balances into HeyGov. So here where it says choose file. And then you can see on the back on the billing accounts page, you can see how many bills were imported or updated and where they came from. So that's it. That's all the steps. We've tried to make it as easy and simple and user-friendly as possible, and hopefully we've accomplished that. So what other payments can you bring online with HeyGov? Property taxes, again, you take them 1 to 4 times a year, depending on where you live. So maybe you're interested in some other payments you can bring online with HeyGov. So here's just a short list. There's many other things that people would take payments with on HeyGov, but here's just some ideas. Daily boat launch passes, utility bill payments, parking fees, citation payments, donations, pool passes, cemetery plot payments is actually a big one that we do, event tickets, and different kinds of rec payments. So with HeyGov, you get white glove service, which means any payment portals you need built, the whole setting up process, we do that for you. We'll also work with your department managers if there's other department managers wanting to utilize HeyGov for online payments, or maybe there's just different managers involved with one process. We'll meet with each of them individually and train them and try to find the best uses of HeyGov for them. And again, I know I've mentioned this many times, but we will integrate with your accounting software. And if we don't already have it built, we will build an integration. We can have your municipality ready to take property tax payments online in as little as 3 business days. So if you're starting taking them in January, I know everybody's on different schedules, every state. If you're starting to take them in January and you think it's too late to bring that process online, it is not. We can have you up and running very fast, and we'll prioritize people in order from when they're taking their property taxes. So those who are taking them sooner, we'll get them set up as quick as we can. So now it's time for question and answer. If anybody has any questions, feel free to either drop them in the chat box or the question and answer box. And if you joined after I mentioned where that's at, it's on the it should be on the bottom right hand corner of your screen. Not everybody at once. And And while I wait for to see if there's any questions, I would just like to reiterate, just in case anybody joined later, we are offering free credit card readers to anyone who signs up with HeyGov before the end of the year, so by December 31st. And a lot of people really like these things. They're very handy. Again, they connect via Wi-Fi, so you're not having to just like constantly plug them up to the computer and get them connected and everything. It's just connected via Wi-Fi. So any computer in your office that's connected to Wi-Fi can use it. Yeah, the user fees and fees to you. So we do a yearly subscription. So it's one annual cost to the municipalities. And then the residents pay a credit card processing fee. And that's just through a processor. We don't get a cut of that. So for residents, it's for online payments, my bad. For online credit card payments or debit card payments, it's 2.9% plus 30 cents for each transaction. For ACH, it's 0.8% for each transaction with a cap at $5. So if their bill's $3,000, they're only going to pay a $5 payment fee. Do I have any other questions? Can this also be used for rec payments, liquor licenses? Yeah. So we actually have online fillable forms. So if you have anything you want to offer as a form, let me just pop this up so everybody can see the question. It was asked if this can be used for rec payments, liquor licenses, and if it can link to forms. We have online fillable forms that actually has a payment module built in, so people can pay as they're filling out the forms. But if you do already have a method that you use to accept forms and you don't want to bring that whole process online, we can include a link, and you can just take payments for like reg or for liquor licenses. Do I have any other questions? And while people are, I'm going to hang out here for a bit. If you still have questions, I was just going to mention that I do have another webinar coming up December 12th. So in about a week and a half, close to 2 weeks, about simplifying payments for unique forms. So we'll be talking a little bit about forms. We'll be talking a little bit more about the more unique forms that people have in HeyGov and how we take payments for those. So maybe some with more conditional payment logic, like special event permits and things like that. So feel free to join that. It's on December 12th at 10 a.m. And if anybody would like my contact information, we will be sending a follow-up email. But if you want to write it down, my email is at the bottom of this. It's megan@heygov.com, and my name's spelled M-E-A-G-A-N. And for those who are dropping off, I thank you so much for joining. Again, like I said, I know you guys all have crazy busy schedules. So thank you for taking the time out to watch the webinar. I appreciate you all. And if anybody's interested in pricing, if you'd like a quote, just drop in the chat and I'll write you down and make sure that you get one. I might have to message you with some follow-up questions if I don't have all the information I need. But like I said, just let me know in chat, or you can email us afterwards. And we'll try to get those to you as fast as possible. I know a lot of people are in budget season right now. Yeah, there will be a recording of this that you can watch later. We're going to send them out either this afternoon or tomorrow, depending on when we get everything uploaded and ready to send out. All right.